Welcome back to Center Court here at the Pottstown Rumble, the 33rd annual Rumble. We have some fun action coming to you tonight. Pottstown After Dark here at Center Court. I'm Noah Chastorn alongside by Taylor Wright. We have, Taylor, a play-in game, a spot to make the playoffs or end your weekend here on Saturday night.
Right here at the Pottstown Rumble, contrary to most tournaments these days, right? Currently, we've got Hayden and Daniel sitting in the 2 spot by point differential. That doesn't matter here at Pottstown. They don't care about your point diff. They care about your win-loss record overall. And if you're tied head-to-head, you're getting a play-in game. And a huge start by LeBlanc going up, grabbing that ball and putting it down, making a statement.
So Brennan Davis now with the serve on our near side. Him and LeBlanc just played a game on Center Court about 10 minutes ago to earn this spot for a play-in. Millington and Minicucci on the far side, shanking that ball. Now down 2-0. They were waiting to see the result of that first game to know if they have to play in or not. Now they are. They're a little cold. While Davis, if you watch that last match, he is red hot.
Davis looking to build on the steam and momentum from the last set. Right there, going up, proving why he thinks he belongs in the playoff tomorrow morning. 2 big serves back-to-back.
Still alive. Davis doesn't handle it well, but nobody's up at the net.
The misread by the blocker there. Davis is going to make him pay. 3-0 start for Davis and LeBlanc. These guys have been red hot for the last easily 14, 15 points. These guys feeding on that last game. They know their job now, right? They played that match. It was a lot of back and forth, and we go 1-2, 2-0. Now it's black and white, right? We win or go home right here.
Big swing from Minicucci. Get a nice side out there. Millington and Minicucci, a couple of boys from the Big Apple, New York, New York. The team they're facing from Manahawkin, New Jersey, both Davis and LeBlanc. So North Jersey, New York, maybe some rivalry. Who's the real New York type of person? I don't know. I know there's some beef about whether North Jersey claims to be New York or not. So maybe that spills onto the court, or just volleyball pride. Prideful swing.
Davis still hitting easily 1,000 right now. I don't think he's missed a swing in the last 7 or 8.
I don't think so either. Davis
absolutely coming alive.
Changing out of his light blue shirt, not as much pop from the shirt, but still a lot of pop from the arm.
A lot of pop from the arm. Really powering that one away. Minicucci, big pass. Big set.
Minicucci.
Big swing down the seam. Davis trying to slide underneath. It kind of looked like Davis was expecting LeBlanc to drop that inside hand and force an away cross swing. And that ball just sneaking under LeBlanc's hand through that tape. And there's so much court cross. There's always more cross.
Always more angle. Here comes Minicucci. Jump top, little jump float, kind of hybrid. Whoa! How about LeBlanc?
I think he has an earpiece in. He's been listening to us, and he said, guys, I know Davis is great. We love him to death. But put my name in your mouth. Let me show you why I belong on center court.
And that's what's great about 2-on-2 volleyball at this high level. It can't just be one guy carrying the team. Maybe for a set, maybe for a match, but it has to be both guys carrying their weight, their load at a certain point.
Davis, another big serve. Oh, and LeBlanc kind of staying inside on the peel there, leaving that line open. Again, we talked about it earlier. Big court here at Pottstown Rumble. A lot of room to cover as a peeling blocker. Really tough to get back, kind of cover that inside seam. You really got to pick either line or seam on that peel. It's really tough.
Good pass on the float. LeBlanc pulling blocker. Smart play. Minicucci finishes it. Maybe he saw something we didn't see. It looked like a pretty good set, but he pulls off, scoops it up, finishes the play.
We saw Minicucci in warm-ups going up, kind of with that late arm whippy swing, and he's finding it right now.
First point for Millington and Minicucci. That's a 1-3 game on the side switch.
Let's see if these guys watch the last set and kind of attack that deep seam Obviously, you hope maybe they scouted. We're going to get a float here.
Going for the short seam.
The short seam. I think you heard me.
He might have.
Davis, I'm so sorry I gave away your secrets.
These guys, Davis and LeBlanc, might be good players, might be good friends, both from the same hometown, but there's some sort of miscommunication, whether it's the short or the deep, in that middle seam.
Switching up the serve, going down the line.
That one.
LeBlanc.
Too long and no touch. Here we go. 3-3, we're tied up. Millington and Minicucci maybe warming up a little bit. They're the ones coming in cold after Davis and LeBlanc had a full 2 sets to play.
And this is what we expected from this set, right? Single set to make it out of pool or go home empty-handed. We expected a dogfight, and right there, another phenomenal dropper short serve. Going to take LeBlanc out, diving forward, couldn't quite get the mitts under that one.
And now LeBlanc and Davis, they want to take a timeout, settle down. They jumped out that early 3-0 lead. Now they find themselves trailing 4-3. And just again to reiterate the stakes, this is 1 set to 11, no cap, winner in the Pottstown Rumble Pro Men's Playoffs tomorrow on Sunday. Loser, your Pottstown Rumble ends right here on center court tonight.
Millington and Minicucci capitalizing after that side switch. You know, getting down early, but taking a chill pill, making the side switch. Maybe they talked about, hey, let's bring the service pressure up, and they've done exactly that. Making that side switch, coming over to this side, closer to us, and maybe they're feeling our energy, the crowd energy, whatever it is. These guys are going super aggressive now and really making a statement that they belong in the playoff.
Volleyball game of runs. I expect some runs and ebbs and flows back and forth. There's a good side out by LeBlanc. Took the timeout, reset, get a good pass and serve receive.
Davis going back to the line here, and he's got to be thinking, I've got to contribute right here with another big serve. Started the set out with 2 phenomenal wrist-away power tops. Let's see what he brings here to the table.
Another jump serve, high pass, back set. Goes for the sharp cutter. Little too much on that. Too much cross on that.
4-4 side switch. LeBlanc and Davis honestly couldn't ask for a better break right there.
No.
That was a beautiful wrist-away cutty. Just falling a little short of the net. Davis really lucking out on that one. Maybe thinking his lucky stars.
Now Davis, after the switch, sets up another jumper. Minicucci handles it. Oh, slips, trying to recover. Davis, crafty, down the line, outside of the block.
Davis and LeBlanc slowing that play down absolutely earned them that point. Davis watching the collapsing defense on the far side of the net, the slip, the rollover, had to be thinking maybe we can go quick here, but deciding, hey, we know what we're doing with the ball at the net. Let's go. Nice, slow down offense, high set. Let me wrist away down the line.
Davis, LeBlanc reclaiming the lead, 5-4. Davis, is that in?
That was absolutely in. Davis with another massive wrist away serve down the line. Davis is absolutely trying to put this one away early. He's running down a lot of balls. Are we getting a... I apologize, maybe my eyes deceived me.
Oh.
The call is out by the players on the court and the ref.
So that's why I referred to you. From my angle, I thought it was in. I couldn't see perfectly, and clearly we were seeing something different than they saw on the court.
After dark, you know, the Pottstown lager here tastes phenomenal is all I'm going to say. And my eyes deceiving me there.
Davis absolutely detonates on that one. Word stole out of my mouth, and I think it just catches the line. He said I missed the line on the right side. I'll tag the line on the left side.
No question on that one. Davis making a statement with that swing. In fact, he said, hey, let's keep this one the same size as the refs. Put this one down. 12-foot line. I don't need a big court.
LeBlanc, tough float. Minicucci, too much cut.
And another reel for LeBlanc and Davis. 6-4. LeBlanc and Davis really got to be looking to run away with this set right now. They play so good when they stay hot. When they start to slow down the game too much, they really start to get into those awkward points and awkward moments where they just don't serve receive the best. See if they can stay hot here.
Minicucci line over, no. A little bit of chaos up in the net. Davis so quick with it. Davis sneaks it through.
I don't think I could have scripted my words better. These guys, when they're playing hard, hot, and fast, they're so hard to stop.
And that is so difficult to be on that right side, a little, collision there on the right side, and he sees where that team is going. They want to send it back over to the left, and he sprints his tail off to get to the left side and then finishes the job at the net.
That running, like you said, that running back across pass, and just to control that and keep it nice, low, with a good tempo straight to his partner for an easy set. Very, very veteran-like move by Davis there.
I don't see a Fitbit or an Apple Watch on Davis, but between these last couple sets, I'm so curious as to the mileage he's running on this court.
We've almost got to give him one of those 13.3 or 2, whatever it is, half marathon stickers because he's got to be close.
Congratulations, Davis. You did it. And here he goes, running down another shot. High set. Here comes Millington. Davis eats it up. Option ball.
Davis not struggling with the Seaman defense. Let's be honest. Serve receive, Davis and LeBlanc really struggling to see. Seaman defense, Davis eating it up like it's cookies. Going after it and making them pay. LeBlanc snapping that ball away. What a great play there.
8-4 game now. Davis, LeBlanc inching closer to securing their spot in the Pottstown Rumble playoffs.
Millington and Minicucci have got to be feeling the pressure now. They're headed back to the service line. They're having a little discussion. The talk has got to be about service pressure, right? So far, we've seen a couple decent serves out of them, but as a team, I don't think we've seen an ace yet.
I don't think we've seen so either. Not going to see it here. LeBlanc down the line, not able to run that down is Minicucci.
I think the young lady in the front row wanted to help play that ball, but fill me if I'm wrong, triples was yesterday. This is only doubles. Only 2 people out on the court. That third player in the stands not able to help him out.
Well, maybe in the new rules, it's like Savannah Bananas rules, where if a fan catches a foul ball, they're out. Maybe if a fan plays it and it's a nice pass, all is allowed.
I think Long Beach State actually does a little bit of that for their alumni game. Long swing there, 9-4. Davis at the line. I think we're about to see Davis's monster rip wrist away down the line here. He's gone to it every moment of pressure. This is the time.
2 points away from a set win, a 5-point cushion. Let's see what he delivers.
Little crossbody snap.
Millington off the hands. Davis there as always. No, got a little too excited on that one.
Davis honestly finally making a hitting error. He's been lights out hitting so far, and so give him his credit where it's due. His shoulder's got to be tired with the amount of times he snapped the ball down and away from a defender.
Daniel Minicucci, his team, his partner, and himself trailing by 5 points. Need to draw something up from the line. Deep float. LeBlanc, they pull. And he misses long. Another successful pull on the side of LeBlanc.
LeBlanc kind of struggling once that blocker leaves the net. With no antennas, a lot of guys are using that blocker as kind of the reference point when they're looking to make a late snap or a late turn with the ball. With that blocker peeling, LeBlanc struggling on those deep swings.
When you're hitting something out of system a little bit off the net, what do you think when you see the blocker pull?
Really trying to find open space. It's so tough sometimes. Davis, what a pickup.
Yes, Davis tough.
Big seam swing.
T-U-F-F tough is Davis.
Davis giving up 1 point there and that side out. not looking to make it 2. LeBlanc going to the line. LeBlanc's got to be looking to contribute here. I think we're going to get a big top from LeBlanc. It's been kind of going to the standing float. Okay, a little jump float down the seam. Not taken care of well.
Nice big swing. Open net.
Open net. And there's just so much court. So much sideline. Davis trying to sit still, be in that seam, and just struggling his platform back to the outside of that ball.
Davis still getting a touch on it, but...
Still getting a touch, just couldn't quite corral it for his partner. Millington. Float serve deep. Oh, short falling.
Good pickup. Millington all over it. Jump set. Yes, sir. Millington with the Killington. Can't believe it took me this many points to come up with that one.
Millington definitely putting some heat on that ball, trying to find that outside seam towards the sideline. Davis has been passing really well in the seam like we talked about. Everything kind of low down and inside. Davis has been sliding in too well. He's now had 2 points back-to-back, struggling to get outside of that ball to the sideline and corral that ball back into the court. Let's see if Millington and Minicucci start to really attack that outside sideline swing to force Davis to go wide.
Standing flow from Millington just sneaks over the top of the tape. No block, eats it up. Oh, Minicucci can't get there as it heads towards the pole.
Millington and Minicucci definitely feeling the pressure right now. They are just 2 reels away on the other side from giving this game away and not breaking pool. They've got to be feeling the pressure right here. Has to be a good pass.
Here comes Minicucci. Sharp cross.
Well, there we talked about it again, right? They're trying to find an outside swing towards the line away from Davis's inside platform. Davis, so far, been phenomenal sliding underneath and taking that inside seam. These guys are just making veteran moves and really starting to force that away swing, forcing Davis to get wide and struggling to corral that ball back in for LeBlanc to go get an option swing.
Minicucci jump float, little side spin to it. Here comes Davis. Davis turning it down the line.
Davis looking Millington down a little bit, staring him down a little bit after that, saying, don't peel on me.
Mm-hmm. You pull on me?
Don't peel on me. On me? Not on me. We don't know this for a fact, but all these guys being from the New York area, we've got to wonder if there's a little maybe in-state rivalry. Maybe these guys have played some college together.
Oh, good run
one of these guys
Davis.
was at. Oh, and a pokey buddy.
That was such a good idea from the other guy to not block that tight end.
What a rundown from Brennan Davis, and then the pokey kill. So dangerous. And now here they are, 10-6 switch. Set point coming up.
LeBlanc going to the line. He's been going to that jump float, and honestly, he ended the last set to force this play in on a jump float. I think we're going to see a deep jump float here. Going to try to just really get the other guys out of system.
1 point away from the Pottstown Rumble men's bracket. Still has to wait a little bit longer as that serve goes right into the net.
Trying to take a pace straight from Davis's book, going to that kind of low snap top. Just not quite finding the right height.
Daniel Minicucci needs to find something from the service line, trailing by 4, 1 reel away on the side of Davis and LeBlanc from ending his 2025 Pottstown Rumble. Wow, a line serve, aggressive, but just a little bit outside the line.
But honestly, where they're at in this set, Minicucci and Millington knowing they've got to earn from the line here. Davis and LeBlanc siding out well. If you're not going for your serve here, you're giving the game away.
Speaking of going for the serve, Brennan Davis, a chance to end it.
Big serve, tight pass.
Millington fished out. Davis out of system. Big swing. Big chase down. No way, Jose. Brennan Davis collapsing at center court. What a performance we've seen from Brennan Davis in these past couple sets. Willing his team to victories, to earn a play in and now to earn a spot in the Pottstown Rumble Men's Open Playoffs.
Honestly, after the way they played the last 2 matches, right, we had a best of 2 and then a single set here. The way Davis and LeBlanc have played over the last 3 sets, they proved why they belong in the playoff tomorrow. Those guys finding some grit, finding some serve, giving up a lot of those deep seam top serves, but finding a way to fight through that and just make some big-time plays when it mattered. Davis playing some phenomenal defense and really finding his groove from the service line.
And certainly something to build on going into tomorrow's bracket play for the Men's Open Division. I believe that was our last Men's Open game of the night. So the bracket now sorting itself out. An incredibly fun day of men's pro grass volleyball coming tomorrow at the Pottstown Rumble. I cannot wait to see how this thing shakes out.
The Pottstown Rumble never ceases to amaze me. Guys show up here knowing it's big court. It's old school rules. This is not an easy tournament. You show up here knowing you're playing all day Saturday for a chance to make Sunday. You're going into Sunday ready to fight. These guys proving and showing why this is one of the greatest tournaments on planet Earth. Right here on Stadium Court, Pottstown Rumble. Those guys deserve a Pottstown lager. I hope they go get one.
They absolutely do. The end of our open games for tonight, but the Pottstown Rumble, lots of levels here. We've got everything from novice to AA action going on today as well. We'll have some more playoffs here at center court, giving the lower division some love, which you got to give them love. I played A today. That's where I reside. Don't ask me how it went. I went 3-5. It's not a big deal. Anyway, we have more volleyball action coming up here in center court from varying levels of divisions to try and earn some victories here at the Rumble. For Taylor Wright, I'm Noah Chass. You're watching the Pottstown Rumble. We'll be back with more exciting volleyball.